In this next video, I'm going to show you how to get the governor shaft out of an old governor housing from an old tractor. So I'll show you how to do all that, but I just wanted to point out that I had to drill a hole in the housing to do this. And I'm going to tap that hole out with a pipe tap and put a pipe plug in it, just like it shows that it's supposed to be from the factory. So stay tuned, I'll show you some tips and tricks. Okay, on the last video, we found out that if there's any play in this shaft, and there is in this one, it means the needle bearings are going bad inside here. You can't have any play in this shaft. And what happened with this tractor is I was trying to adjust the governor, and I just couldn't get it adjusted. And what it would do is the tractor would rev and then slow down, rev up and then slow down. That's called hunting. And if you put a load on the tractor, you're trying to go up a hill or pull a plow or anything, it would just die. So then you try to adjust this, and you can't adjust it because the needle bearings are going bad in this, and this thing is just kind of flopping around out here, and it confuses the governor, and the governor can't work right. So you got to take this thing off. Now, the first thing I noticed with the instructions here is it says that there's a plug right here. Well, if you turn this thing around, I'm looking and looking, and there was no plug right here. This is all just cast. There was no plug. Now, when you're in the factory, you could have put that pin in there, but there's no way of getting that pin out because you got to drive it out through this hole. So what I'm doing is, the first thing I did is I drilled a little bit of a hole in here with a small drill. I had to measure back to where that pin was. I had to get it pretty close, and then I drilled with a real small drill bit, and I hit the pin, which, you know, that told me I was in pretty good shape there. I was really right on the money with that. And then I put a little bit larger drill in there, and I drilled it out a little bit more so I had more room to drive that pin out. So then I could drive the pin out, and then once you drive that pin out, then you can take this shaft off of here. That comes off. And then the next thing is to, there's a seal in here. You got to get that seal out before you can get to the needle bearings. And that's on these instructions in the book for this tractor. So the next step I'm going to do is just try to get that seal out of there and try to change those needle bearings.